I'm sure that most people are aware about the subject matter of today's video. Now I will say right now that I will mostly be talking about this in a non-direct way in the same fashion of what I did in my video that I posted in September 11, 2021. The reason I'm making this video is the same reason why I made certain other commenting based videos in the past. I made them because the YouTube channel owners basically didn't let me have a voice on their channel, or because YouTube themselves don't let you post comments with certain words anymore. Now, I recently watched this video, and after I commented, my comment was seemingly removed automatically. I assume it was because I used the word communism. No, I'm not blaming the channel owner. I commented on his channel before, and I never had this issue when I commented on his channel. As a matter of fact, I did comment on another video of his later on, and he even replied to my comment, just like he usually does, so I assume it was YouTube's comment moderation. But anyways, this is what I said in the comment. I do kinda fear what's going on, but I don't think you should worry that much. If Putin took the blame, then at least that shows he's not completely stubborn. I think people took the wrong turn by not making sure that communism stayed out and how they don't bother to do some digging. I'll tell you what I would do. I would prepare for the unthinkable in a better way than what you were told. Also, forgive me for not praying with you, but I don't believe in that stuff no more. All I'll say is that I had my reasons to stop believing in it, and also, the word you want is peace, not love. That is what I said in the comment. I'm sure that it was not the best set of answers, or the best choice of words, but that's partially because I came up with them as fast as I possibly could, and because I also had to think very carefully about the choice of words I would use, but as you can already tell, it didn't work anyway. But here's a more elaborate version of what I wanted to say. I always get this sense of deep fear, but it is usually not as strong anymore, due to how I experienced it many times over the years. The other reason is because I care about being a brave man, so therefore I cannot let it get to me. Besides, this is not the first time I felt threatened with a big tree-shaped cloud of carnage. That honor goes to the leader with the Korean flag that doesn't have the quote-unquote Pepsi logo. Anyways, I also want to talk about why I don't believe in any sort of religion no more. But before I tell you that, I want to make something clear. I'm not trying to attack anybody that believes in any religion. If that works for you, and if that makes your life more happy, then that is most likely all you should care about. That is the same answer I would tell my mother or my father, and all I ask you all is to not attack me, because I'm not trying to attack you. Now let me tell you why I don't believe in that stuff no more. If you look at that ancient book, Raw and Uncut, you will see the amount of contradictions and horrible violent acts that you are told to do, and that you often won't hear in a church. The other reason I stopped believing in that was because it was hurting me rather than helping me. It did nothing but make me feel more pressure. And on top of that, I never felt bliss, no matter what I did. Whenever I had a pet, I'm trying to help when something happens to it. No matter how much I try to help, I always get a quote-unquote bad ending, to say the least. So, that doesn't give me a motivation to believe in religion. And I don't feel wrong for feeling that way, because it is common sense to me. If something that I tried didn't work, and if it made me feel frustrated and infuriated, then I stopped bothering with that. I actually had a theory about religion and how it might be the reason people can feel stressed and go crazy, and I actually found a video that talks about that, so I guess I was right. But there you go, that is my personal reason as to why I don't believe in any of that no more. This also includes any satanic stuff. I don't believe in demons either. To me it's just stuff that was crafted out of the hatred and violence that the human race can produce. I feel a bit more free now that I don't believe in any of that. But there you go, that is why I didn't pray alongside Constantine, the guy of the video. I think the other world leaders are responsible for what is going on as well. When I thought about how Americans like Joe Biden basically called Putin names, I thought that was not the correct way of handling it. You can't afford to do that with people in positions of power. The only time you could be justified in calling them names is when they called you names first, and even then, it's not a good idea to do the same. These world leaders never fail to disappoint when saying things that promote more hatred. Hell, you could argue that it is Biden's fault that we couldn't have the peace agreement with the Taliban people. As for Putin, the only way he would get all of my hatred is if he does the unthinkable, or if he keeps doing the infamous practice of Russians that violate human rights. Yes, I'm looking at you, Stalin. It's not hard to blame Russians for stuff, because they are always doing questionable stuff. That being said, I'm also aware of stuff like US imperialism. I could go on and on, but I'm honestly too lazy to do that, and I don't want to keep delaying this video any longer. I just wanted to get my comment out there. YouTube's automated comment system clearly has some flaws, and even if it doesn't, I still admit that it is annoying that I'm not allowed to give my thoughts and opinions on a video that you are allowing on the platform from a person that literally asked me to make a comment. I'll say this as last words. I wish we didn't have to always resort to a bunch of bloodshed of humans dying. I would at least like it more if every country used robots to do their war shenanigans and not commit anything close to war crimes.